What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This review is for Iyanla Fix My Life, and this is episode, what episode is it? This is episode 6, Broken Housewives of Reality TV. That's my dog, if you hear it. He's playing with his toy. But anyway, before we get into the review, do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to... Cardi, move your ass. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to click the little bell so you can be updated on when I post new videos. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram. Alright, so this episode of Iyanla Fix My Life, to be honest, it was boring. I tuned out. I tuned out. It was pretty boring. But this episode featured Charisse of Real Housewives of Potomac and Veronica from... What show was she on? Some reality show with wives. Never watched it. I don't really know what it is. But anyway, the episode starts out with Iyanla and Charisse. And they are both women. First of all, they are both women dealing with the effects of a lost marriage. As we know, Charisse is... I don't know when this was filmed, but I thought her divorce was final, from what I remember. But anyway, it's dealing with two women dealing with the effects of divorce and losing themselves because of the divorce. Charisse sits down with Iyanla, and Charisse is basically telling her story. She said that Ed was somebody that she never wanted to be with. She didn't want to marry somebody that had kids, had been married before, or was a professional football player, basketball player, whatever. She did not want to marry that. But with Ed, she married all three. So she said that he was very charming. That was what drew her to him. It wasn't until the 9th year of their... Being a mother is just tiring at times. Anyways, it wasn't until their 9th year of marriage that things started to fall apart. I guess it was always falling apart, but then it became so evident that she couldn't ignore it. He started cheating on her. He just didn't want her anymore. He moved out of the marital bedroom into the guest room, and Charisse moved out of the bedroom as well and followed him into the guest room, which didn't make sense. But she basically, her fear was always being alone, and it was evident that she followed him. She's basically following a man that did not want her anymore. She said that he moved to New Jersey. He moved in with someone, and she just doesn't know how to move past it because she never believed in divorce. And honestly, growing up, I didn't believe in marriage, and then when I started believing in marriage, I didn't believe in divorce. But now I do believe that sometimes people just grow apart, and you can try to save your marriage as much as you can, but at some time you have to realize that it's not worth saving. And this marriage was not worth saving. He didn't want her, and how she did to cope was to cover herself with expensive things. And as you saw on Real Housewives of Potomac, she created a wine room, and it was all about opulence and the exterior. But you can tell that she was not happy. She was very unhappy. It was very evident that she was very unhappy. So Iyanla took her into this room where she had to write down who she was and stuff like that. So she gave her that little exercise, and then Iyanla went to meet with Veronica. Now, I don't know Veronica, never seen Veronica in my life, don't know anything about Veronica, don't know her husband, don't really care to know her husband. To me, Veronica seemed like she was on something. She seemed like she was dead inside. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one that kind of noticed that, but she seemed uninterested. She seemed like she was playing a role. When she talked, everything was like she was auditioning for a soap opera to me. I don't know. It just seemed not genuine. Like I said, she seemed like she was on drugs. But I sat with her, and basically she has 3 children by her husband. and he has cheated on her multiple times. I don't know what her husband does. Don't care. He's cheated on her multiple times. She said that her broken marriage wrecked her life, and he constantly cheated on her, and she thought he was trustworthy, but then she realized he'd been married 4 times. That should have told her something. That would have told me after the second time. If we meet and you told me, well, you was married before, you cheated on your wife, that's why you're divorced, but you want to marry again, I would think something is wrong. But I feel like a lot of these women, well, let me say, I think with her, I think she got married. Even she saw the signs that he wasn't in shit, and she married him because of who he was. She says they were married for 5 years. His mistress humiliated her on Instagram, creating some fake page and copying their kids and friends and all that stuff. And she said that the mistress, he incorporated the mistress within their inner circle. And the mistress has spent time at their house for holidays. Okay. I don't know what any of that means. I would have liked her to delve into that. She didn't. I'm assuming that this is someone that he brought around as a friend, but he was actually fucking this woman. That's what I assume, and she didn't know, or she just turned a blind eye to it. But apparently he wants the kids, and she does not want to give him the kids, and I guess they're going through a court battle. Iyanla asked her, why won't she allow the father to raise the sons? She said no, not over her dead body. And I think she's so bitter. She is a bitter, bitter, bitter woman. And there's a fly that's in here. But she's a bitter woman. And I feel that fathers need to be in their sons' lives. And she has 3 of them. So if the courts happen to give the father the sons, she seems like the type of woman to kill herself and her kids because the father got custody. She just seems mentally unstable to me. But she just feels like that's not realistic that he can get the kids. And some women underestimate the courts. Some women feel like because they are the mother that they rightfully have the ability to keep the kids. But it's about who would be the better parent most times, and sometimes the father do get custody. So Iyanla just posed that question, and she just got on the defense like, no, that's not going to happen over my dead body. He's not going to get my kids. And I feel like she is low-key, high-key using these kids over his head. The kids do need a father. She just seems like the type of person that would keep the kids away just to spite him because he hurt her. So Iyanla talked about where is a lot of this hurt coming from, and apparently her father did the same thing with her mom, cheated on her mom countlessly, and that hurt her to see her mom do that, but her mom kept going back. So she realized that she is her mother. She became her mother because she saw the behavior, but she kept going back because that was all she knew. So Iyanla gave her the same exercise she gave to Charisse about who are you? What are you trying to gain from your life? Alright, so Iyanla goes back to Charisse, and she has completely filled out the wall of questions. And Iyanla asked her, who are you? And she said that she's someone who's lost and afraid. She's lost. She's afraid to be by herself. And that is a genuine fear. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to be alone. Definitely, that was one of my biggest fears. I was afraid to be alone. Before I got into a relationship, I was living alone. Well, I always lived alone, but I was not in a relationship. And my fear was always that I would die in my apartment and nobody would know. That was always my fear. So, as you get older and you're by yourself, that is something that you tend to think of. So I can fully understand that whole, being afraid to be alone type thing. So Iyanla tells her to claim her identity as a black woman. She said, think about your great-great-great-grandmother who was on the slave ship coming over to America. Think about all the degradation, the rape, the starvation, everything that she had to endure. She survived all of that all of that, and you are dying because a man don't want you. And once she put it in that perspective, you can tell, you can kind of see what she's talking about, because we dwell so much on not being with somebody, and our whole life is based around not being around that person, that we don't realize that people have gone through so much worse and gotten out of it, but we feel like because a nigga cheated or something that our life is over. So putting it in that perspective, as far as being a black woman, we are stronger than anybody. As black women, we have dealt with so much, and to pine away over some man just makes no sense. So I really, and I can say that now for a lot of people, really don't understand how women just go ape shit and just, they lose their whole life because a man didn't treat them the way they're supposed to be treated. We have been through so fucking much, and we have surpassed and exceeded so many expectations, but we limit ourselves when it comes to the opposite sex. I don't really understand why. But so Iyanla goes back to Veronica, and Veronica ain't did shit with her board. I think Veronica's high. I just thought that she was on downers. She popped a pill, something. She just seemed not coherent. I don't know. But Iyanla goes back to her. She has done nothing. She wrote some little something on the board. I don't even know what it was. Veronica bored me. I tuned out. I was not interested. I didn't care. I don't even know who you are, girl. Alright, so Iyanla sat with both women and had them do an exercise to determine what makes women stuck. They both did the exercise. She got with Sharice and started asking her questions, and Sharice started breaking down. Now, to me, I felt like Sharice was trying to make herself cry. When she was trying, there were no tears coming out. I felt like she was doing that for a dramatic effect, but it just wasn't reading well on camera. I didn't see any tears. I saw one little Indian tear just fall, but it just seemed like she was just doing it for dramatic sake. It wasn't genuine. Veronica, she got with Veronica, and she asked her again about her sons being with the father, and she got very defensive and upset. But Iyanla said, if it's God's will, it's God's will. There's nothing you can do about it. If they decide to let him have the boys, what are you going to do about it? There's nothing you can do. She seems like the type that will kill herself and her kids. She just does not seem stable to me. Okay, so there was an exercise. I don't even know if this was an exercise. Well, it had to have been an exercise. I just don't understand the point of the exercise. But Iyanla, the two women were sitting there. Iyanla came in rushing. She had on her pajamas. Her hair was, she had on a bonnet, no makeup, bed slippers, and she just sat there and listened to them talk. I really didn't understand why. I don't know why she did that. I thought she was going to turn it around somehow. Did she? I don't remember. Child, I was so bored. I don't remember, but I don't understand. I don't understand that part. Let me know down below if she explained it, or I feel like she turned it around on Veronica, but I don't remember. Just let me know below if you remember, because I don't. But anyway, so at the end of the episode, Iyanla sat with both women and made them each other's accountability partners. And they don't even look like they even spoke to each other, to be honest. But make them each other's accountability partners, and that was the end of the episode. So Veronica, the update said Veronica was taking the tools that that Iyanla taught her and trying to apply them to her life. And Sharice, oh Sharice. I don't like Sharice. I don't like her. But, Sharice said that she is not going to do anything Iyanla told her and going to use her own methods to figure out her life. So basically going on this show did nothing for you. If you did this whole show and then decide not to use anything you were taught. So, yeah, that's Sharice. Don't like her. That was the end of Iyanla Fix My Life. Let me know down below, did you enjoy the episode? Were you bored? Because I was bored. And next episode is with Brandy Maxiel. I don't like her, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. But let me know down below if you liked the episode. If you didn't like the episode, it was okay, whatever. Let me know. Y'all can tell I don't give a shit. Yeah. But let me know down below. I will be doing, after this video, I'm filming my Insecure video, episode 4. I watched it early, so it's a good episode. So I will be posting it as soon as episode 4 ends at 11. So look out for that. And I also will be doing Married to Medicine. Hopefully I can post it Monday. I'm going to try to do it Monday. So hopefully I can post that Monday. But anyway, or I can... Yeah, I'm going to try to post it Monday. If not Sunday, Monday. Alright, so let me know if you have any questions down below. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to click the thumbs up. And do not forget to check out my website, justbeher.com. I got teas available. I'm thinking about... Y'all can't see this. I'm thinking about putting this tea on my site. This is my... Y'all can't see it. It's my Patrick tea. I'm going to put a picture up. But I'm working on the Caribbean edition of Just Be Her. I do editions sometimes, so I'm working on the Caribbean edition, and I'm thinking about putting this up. It's about to get warm, so tanks probably won't be the thing. But anyway, about to get cold. Anyways, so yeah, I'll talk to I'm just rambling. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.